The craft house, you may now begin your presentation.
When the junior student graduates, the junior student will our ideal succession plan also allows the students walk away without bonus to ensure continuity. We have revised the succession plan that provides for an assistant of most executive positions from the junior student. Of course, he or she will be trained for the job. We also organize in-house training programs, workshops, seminars, talks, rallies, and recruit new members. Ladies and gentlemen, we are proud to inform you that our CEO, our alumni members, our CEO, and our well-established with their various enterprises. In addition to what my teammates have said, our succession plan is involved with the webinar enterprise. Having job description so that current members know their role and what to expect. Having a business plan so that we know what the future brings to this enterprise. Having practice and procedures on what is happening. Being what the residential family of the brand outfit. The following element. We have you build our one communication. Two, delegation. Three, efficiency. Four, new ideas. Five, acknowledgement, and six, next steps. Dear shareholders, have
No, no, eso nada más.
Two minutes to go.
Distinguished panel of judges, fellow speakers right here, ladies and gentlemen, our mental health has led us to consider the revenue our American for. Distinguished panel of judges, let us take that. The reaction is what keeps negative thoughts alive. Let's come together and do it. Mental health is the joy. Let's come together and do it. Thank you.
Thank you to the team from Calabar. George, this is your question.
Yeah, thank you for your presentation. Let me say that was a to ask. I didn't get much about the use of the device, the smart mental health device. Can you say something about how do you use it? Actually, I truly agree with you that depression and all this stuff, psychological use problem, I'm sure it's all about problem. I mean, so this issue is something that is very important, but it's not to put this thing into use. You just say one or two things. Thank you.
Well done, well done. I love your presentation. Mental health is a serious issue in Nigeria. Or you might have a mental health issue and you don't know about it. So I'm impressed with your presentation. But please, can you just do a presentation how you use that device. Demonstrate to us how we can use it.
We wait for some UCI DSS, Divine Rays British International School, Obosi, Anambra State. Please get ready for your presentation.
So this is just showing. Uh, okay. So this is just showing a picture of our how it works. So when we get your data, the device we will use the device to run a test on you.
The universal serial bus is the lock of the device. Without this, you cannot access the memory of state. When we plug this after collecting your data, everything here analyzes the mental health in your conditions in your body, and we can prescribe treatment for you. Your name, your sex, your height, your death date.
Team UCI DSS, your time is up. Thank you for your presentation. Divine Rays British International College, Ubosi, Anambra State. You have 5 minutes to set up. Divine Race British College, Anambra. You may now begin your presentation.
Hola. Hi. Hello. And welcome to
AgroHub. I am one narrator, the Chief Operating Officer of this great business.
And I am Marika Kosi, the Chief Marketing Officer of this great business.
While I am Okama Julius, the CEO of this high establishment. AgroHub, we are resilient society.
With uniform development
In terms of reproduction
and supply,
this is
AgroHub.
AgroHub.
The social impact. And under the social impact, we have the SDG goals, and we have achieved about 8 of them. Goal 1 is no poverty. AgroHub provides raw materials and machineries for both large-scale and small-scale agro-industry, thereby increasing the efficiency of food production and distribution at affordable prices. Also, consumers can buy goods directly from the farm at affordable prices too. Goal 2 is zero hunger. As we increase the efficiency of food production and distribution, we help to eliminate hunger in those places that are going through hunger crisis. Goal 4 is decent work and economic growth. AgroHub is an organization of ethics and integrity setting, a good example for other agro industry. Therefore, we produce decent work for the society. Goal 8 is quality education. AgroHub provides education for farmers in order for them to learn more on their work and also to encourage and help them into mechanized farming. And goal 10 is reduce inequality. Our business also aimed at reducing inequality in agriculture, business sector, and marketing sector. Goal 12 is responsible production and consumption. AgroHub helps in the effective utilization of raw materials and resources, such as plastics, as we also encourage recycling,
We help to delete raw material wastage in our society. Goal 15 is life on land. AgroHub helps the ecosystem and biodiversity as we eradicate the extinction of plants and animals through adequate forest management, increase in reforestation, afforestation, and also to reduce poaching. The goal 17 is partnership for the goal. AgroHub partner up with other companies of integrity in order to achieve the sole purpose of the establishment.
Criteria 3, business operation. How do we operate? Based on agro communication between the different agro sectors through the use of an internet platform, a web app. We have disseminated vital information relating to effective farm planning and cultivation. And to disconnected farmers on our platform, we get to enlighten them on our latest products and ideas. Moving over to our small scale farms. Here, we are set to make provisions for the development of small scale farmlands. These farms, through the assistance of AgroHub, are set up properly in those areas of agricultural production. And also, we can easily connect these right distributors and buyers who are in need of their products. Moving to the digital world, online food markets. Our world is going globally digital. Our web app have been able to create an interface between the farmers and the consumers so that they will be able to meet their trade. Our agricultural merchandise is displayed and tagged with their cost, while consumers have a plethora of alternatives this from package it attractively in the first consumers.
Now, what are our assets? Our assets are land, machineries. Now, our target market, products and services. We have agricultural manufacturers, we have the processors, company and organized farmers. Agriculture is online application that provides following services. One, we have email. Wherever it happens. These start as our food market, sell our ideas at markets. Two, we have agricultural seminars, discussions, debates, and also introduction of new technology. Advertisement platforms for our incorporated business partners. Advertisements can be done easily on our online website, and then we have
Still on business operation. Our team is made up of business who understand the growth steady business planning for our business. We don't wish to society to develop
against food insecurity and youth empowerment. As far as there are still places in the society experiencing hunger and poverty, our business motives still remain insurmountable. Hence, we will recognize in our junior institution to be masters in this process in order to take on the business even while we retire. We also thought of our registered partners, FAO, as our means of continuance when we retire. Now, let's talk SWOT. Our SWOT analysis. S is for strengths,
Weakness, opportunities, and threats.
Coming over to our strengths, we have our cooperation, our skills, our love for humanity, low cost, missionary sponsorship, and low price compared to competitors. Coming over to our weakness, we have opportunities. We have lots of high value products, high competition ratio of farmland products. But we have fear of coming competitors and low quality and competitive.
So, our innovation is
It's not just a capital slogan.
it is the successful investment. Without innovation, you can see the shape of leader. AgroHub, we encapsulate great development in our minimum action. Gracias. Thank you.
Thank you to the team from Anambra. Judges, your questions.
Holy Ghost, Academy, Para. Holy Ghost.
Guys, just can you just
Thank you for that specific question. Looking at Nigeria today, examining on housing policies, one of them is many of the goods that are meant, we have different regions in society. Many of these regions are specialized in
Yeah, thank you for your presentation. I want to make a comment, and that is, if you are actually put this app into use, I think there is a need for you to start in a more specific area. That have a kind of some comparative. You do agriculture is very wide, so you need to. Are you working with this plant, this animal, or you just want to work with the whole of what we have on ground? So you need to be a little bit specific, so that you can be able to quantify your expected income, and but then you also need to give room for growth. Starting from this and then you grow up. But that was a wonderful presentation. Thank you.
Okay. Hello. Thank you. Okay, great presentation. My question is on your specific profit making strategy, and I think this runs through most of the presentations. What we are doing here is essentially on entrepreneurship, and it will end up in your bottom line. How do you intend to make money from the agro hub and then make profit?
Thank you very much for that wonderful question. I explained it earlier how we will earn money. First, we will obtain raw materials from a developed potential, and we call that a company A. Then, once we resell it and unjoin it to another company, when they utilize those products and they are well developed, they will pay back the loaned amount and a distinct product that will recompense the farmer. But if they are unable to pay it, the land which they invested all those resources upon as the collateral will be confiscated from them. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Team AgroHub. Just a quick one. I noticed while you were presenting, you made comment about SDG 10, which is inequality. You said AgroHub will reduce inequality. So please, can you shed more light on that? How this device will reduce inequality? Thank you.
Thank you, the judges, for that wonderful question. In reducing inequalities, we mean that we will try to encourage people for everyone to be involved in agriculture. Like, for example, in the case of gender inequality, people only take the male over the female. But we are not detribalized. We take everyone equally. We carry on everyone along in order to promote agriculture.
As furthermore, as a detribalized agricultural company, we also work with mechanized farming and improve our agricultural system in an advanced way, thereby attracting people into agriculture.
Thank you to the team from international states.
Is widely of relevance in current dispensation comfortable than it was before. Strategy that helpless by using such as it is hard to work on it. Use borrows intelligence when user are clutter.
Citadel took care of the split to provide services to car owners.
Electric jack has been fitted and found out suitable by the car users. The car more only the electric that keeps them.
Social media. Some business practice. The stressful life. We were able to positively impact this on the life of our customers, especially the ladies, because of convenience it brought to them. People ready and just see the amount of dollars in market.
As a result, the electric heaters has helped the school to generate funds to use such high demand by drivers in the market, private car owners. The school has been able to employ more people as well. It has to demand in the market who request for products. This goes to eradicate poverty. Business operation. Spend all the way and to reduce the stress of operating job. Experience satire on the road. Some people consider as disappointing about the way it happens. When I see as when this start recruiting and when they start the travel you look and that's social media platform. In their that's on the electric such as monitoring, time management, and lot more.
Strategic planning. We strategically located our office along the highway. Workers can easily be accessed by car users. Also, those people who can't afford to buy our products can rent. People can rent. We also partner with automobile product sellers in order to facilitate the smooth delivery of the electric jolly jack to both car users and owners.
Criterion 4.
Succession plan.
Sustainability. The collective goal of the team members is to achieve success for the sustenance of the it is a laid down plan for the team members such a each at any point will not lack any member of the team because as a set another set will come up in that the members of the community when we come together and deliberate and decide on progress of the team.
Financial report for stage year 2021. Income from school 200,000 pieces of EJ and 400 is a total of 80,000. Setting dues 20,000. Gross total gives us 500,000. The expenditure I just 1,000. DC motor 4,000, cables 1,000, fabrication 5,000. Technical support, 20,000. Advertisement and awareness, 25,000. Prototype research and development, 25,000. Transport and logistics, 3,000. Workers and labor, 70,000. Total expenditure gives us 163,000. Our net profit gives us 337,000. That is the financial report for Sylgest 2021.
In conclusion, I would love to draw a quote by Martin Luther King Jr., which says that somewhere along the way, we must learn that there is nothing greater than
2 minutes to go.
we must learn that there's nothing greater than helping people to do things.
From this point, I implore the federal government to join hands with the health team of Standard International College, Career Akoko, on those to help improve the life of the people of the country. Thank you.
Once again, we are the Orion State team of Southern International College, Career Akoko, Ondo State. Thanks for listening and God bless you.
Judges, your questions.
Okay, yeah, bringing the jack now is answering part of the question I was planning to ask you. Because I didn't see much of the picture that will make it, more, observable. I want to say the part that I can see it now. That was a good presentation and it's an innovative, project. But I want to ask you, you mentioned that we can use the car itself to power. That's one of the greatest disadvantages. Power, source of power is a big problem here. So I want you to talk more about that. You will flow chart, but you need to tell us more about, I don't know whether they will ask you to demonstrate it, but we need to tell us how this material actually that. And second question is, you made mention of a lot of sustainable development goals that this ordinary jack can meet. I'm surprised. So you need to tell us, how does this, provide solution to zero hunger? You mentioned gender inequalities and so many of them. Maybe just pick like 4 of them and tell us how does it handle this? Thank you.
The first thing you asked was the principle of operation. When the car charger adapter is connected to the car charger port, electric current flows through the cable into the DC motor, and the electric energy is converted to mechanical energy in form of circular motion in the DC motor. In the DC motor, the speed is high while the torque is low, and that is the essence of the coupling gear to reduce the speed and increase the torque. The energy is transferred from the coupling gear into the shaft here to convert the energy in circular motion into linear form to be transferred to the propeller. And the propeller, because of the movement of the propeller, it exerts pressure on the smaller piston, which acts with the bigger piston to raise the vehicle. Yes, sir.
It's one of the SDGs, which is climate action, can be reduced in the sense that this device is very eco-friendly. It releases no greenhouse gas, makes it very friendly. That is, it does not disturb the ozone layer. That's one of the then you have anti-conductivity. For the manual they are only for the movement of the say you cannot operate the manager, but this electrically powered one can be operated by anybody. Even the child can be provided you don't have to need the electrical process. Then you have the 1 and 2, which is no poverty and zero hunger. For example, if a commercial vehicle is on the road and suddenly it has a flat tire, before it brings out manager out of it, but this one can sit and very, very much be so this in eradicating poverty and also prevent hunger. Do you want demonstration?
Hello?
You mentioned it is globally used. So if it's globally used, it means it's in existence. So is this innovation is an improvement on existing, or is that new? It's just gone global?
It's an improved model of the already existing architecture as well.
In the normal hydraulic jack, we all know the stress needed to jack the vehicle up. Like when I was coming here, so the vehicle broke down on the road. I saw the man was sweating. He was using that manually operated jack to jack up the vehicle. And I said, if he had this one, we'll just plug it to his car adapter and raise up the vehicle. And that is the improvement over this one and the other one. This one saves time, and the electrical part of this just to raise the vehicle up instead of using your manual power. The hydraulic jack, not the electro hydraulic.
This question is on this. This is not the first of its type in the world or even in Nigeria. If there is an improvement of this over the previous one, that's what he's asking you to explain. What the improvement is.
The original or the former hydraulic jack does not have any electrical system in which manual power is required to raise the vehicle. But this has electrical system which helps raise the vehicle. Yes.
Thank you very much for the presentation.
Next team to present is Government Girls Secondary School. Abachi. Government Secondary School Abachi, you have 5 minutes.
We hosted innovative enterprise level mobile and web application solution for hospitals, blood donors, and patients. Amazon's airline clients and users enjoy convenient blood donations and delivery on time and best quality work and products at their locations. We are in the business of saving lives. We believe that no Nigerian should die from a shortage of blood at the hospital. The Amazon's Lifeline app is available for download from the Google Play Store and the iTunes App Store. Download, sign up, or utilize the app either as users, donors, or hospital agents. If you are online, visit www.amazonslifeline.com.ng or download the app on iTunes or Google Play Store. Our short-term goal, 1 to 2 years, is to move at 500 units of blood, engage 500 hospitals, and save 500 lives.
Criterion 2, sustainable business practices and social impact. Amazon's Lifeline business model is currently training 57 girls who are survivors of popular vagina fistula, VVF, hospital acquisition, tailoring, leather work, bead making, hairdressing, and knitting. We believe that puts smiles on the faces of our beneficiaries, which is a source of joy for food and life. In addition, collaborated with the Federal Ministry of Industry and Abuja Enterprise Agency, AEA, to carry a 3 years orientation workshop on as part of our social responsibility to our community.
Industry innovation and infrastructure, reducing the quality of outcomes, ensure sustainable consumption and global partnership. Thereby, make us meet the UN Sustainable Development Goals. 1, 2, 3, 8, 70. Activities and clients are also informed of government policies, programs, and subsidies in the health value. Our enterprise has also helped reduce debt among others. Criterion 3, business operation. We recognize the fact having a great business idea is only the first step in the journey to raising your business enterprise. Each week, our business provides status updates for our business. We review priorities to enable us to meet our goals and objectives. Support the action plan. We have successfully turned our great ideas into great money-making ventures through our sales and marketing strategy. Just as you can see on our financial statement, revenue windows include 20% commission on all blood deliveries to hospitals, completed advertisement, trainings, and workshops.
Our business, though very young, has shown great potential as we are on the path to making great profit. Our projected annual profit is put at 1,200,000 naira, with the potential of doubling that profit by the end of 2022. Details of the financial statement is embedded in an annual report. Our model for operation is quite simple. All users need to do is to log into our app, their online or via our platform, and make requests for blood of any group or type.
The President CEO, who monitors our business activities and preside as well as directors. Who maintains all functions and supervise. And the importance of having a good plan in every stage. Students from senior secondary 1, senior secondary 3, positions like that of the president, secretary, and project manager go to non-graduating students. And more importantly, in the beginning of every stage year, our team runs a 2-week training session to ensure that all members, both old and new, are engaged with the stage criteria and team vision.
We work as a team, and that is why, for any project, we have more than 3 team members allocated to each team. There is a big market visibility in the health sector, especially blood donation, and that is why we're giving more attention to this lucrative industry.
As a team and enterprise, our policies are in line with the global business practice. And other self-government on our platform, most the amount to charge our needs in the global commission. They put us to our market, making them trust us and ready to go all the way with us. Registration, capacity, knowledge, and user can have platforms. What welcome you? Please, listen to the short testimony of from our YouTube channel.
I want to appreciate this opportunity to stand this afternoon to testify. I've benefited from this app, Amazing Amazons. My sister was sick. We went around looking for blood. We couldn't get it until only told us to go and visit the Amazing Amazon. They have the app. When I went to the app, I saw it. In the hospital, I was able to get blood from the blood bank. I helped my sister. Today is back to life. He didn't die. I can't thank people. People are wonderful. The whole world helped me to join and pray this Amazing Amazon. They are wonderful. I can't thank you enough. People are too good. God, I thank God. He's back and is alive. Thank you.
And in conclusion, ICT might have made the world a small global village, but we were able to make it a big and profitable marketplace for us and our target audience, making the stage our most profitable year. Let's leave it with the words of President Muhammadu Buhari. I quote, Nigeria is yet to adopt innovative ways to protect the poor and vulnerable populations against financial risk of ill health. It is important to guarantee by law the right to health care of all citizens in Nigeria. End of quote.
And that is what we have been able to achieve. Thank you all for listening.
Thank you very much, Abaji, for a wonderful presentation. Judges, please, you can ask them questions.
Good presentation. Good job.
Thank you very much, sir.
Sorry, that short video, I didn't really get it. Is it because the man had access to your app that the sister was saved, or because Amazon girls donated blood for the sister? I couldn't see the link between what you are saying, and he couldn't get blood also, and they directed him to you, and the sister got blood. She was saved. Please, can you clarify that?
He had access to our app. So our app linked him to a nearest blood bank to get blood for his sister.
Okay, thank you.
Well done for the wonderful presentation. I've been trying to look up what's the title of the application?
Amazon's Lifeline.
It is not on iOS, I suppose. Is it on iOS? iOS.
Our website, www.amazonlifeline.com.
What I'm asking is, you said you have an application.
Yes, sir.
Is it on Android?
Yes, sir.
Is it on iOS? That is Apple.
Google
Play Store, only Android. Okay, I get your point.
Well done. Government Girls Secondary School Abuja. Seeing the risk of gathering or collecting samples of the blood donation, how would you convince individual in the area of donating the blood sample to the blood bank? So what effort do you put in place to motivate people in the area of donating blood into the blood bank?
Thank you very much, Mark, for that question. In trying to motivate people to donate blood, we offer 50% discount to regular users of our platform, and also free body health checkup for patients who cannot afford. Thus, it will motivate them to come and donate blood for people through our app.
In addition to what she has said, though we don't have business with blood donation or blood, giving out blood to people, because we are not medical personnel. Though we collaborated with different hospitals and partnership with them, but we are only at the end.
Very nice presentation. Let us ask, what do you think
about selling blood, because some school of thought that people will be encouraged to donate if it's financial incentive attached to that.
Are you saying like people donate blood just for money? Okay. We are in partnership with like qualified hospitals, like very hospitals that are under government organizations. Okay. Don't collect blood. Like hospitals don't just collect blood just because you want money or you are just sending your blood for money, because sometimes it's not healthy. Some people have too much blood in their body, and they, we also organize like all training our like training for people, tell them about the dangers of not going for checkups in hospitals so that they can go and check themselves, because once we do that, if we discover that there's blood in their body and it's not healthy.
Thank you to the team from Apache. A round of applause for them. Next on stage is the team from Marist College, Yangoji, Abuja, presenting their second project for the day. Yangoji, you have 5 minutes to set up. Team Sensbox from Marist College, Yangoji, Abuja. Team Sensbox. I have from Yangoji. Now we have Press. Sensbox. 20. We now begin present.
Calculated on the final financial. I projected revenue, 10 million naira, and I projected expenses, 4 million naira.
2 minutes to go.
After bringing our presentation to completion, it is clear that
Thank you to the team from Maris College, Yangoji, Abuja. George, is your question.
Well done. Thank you. Wonderful presentation. The problem you're trying to solve is actually a very complex one. So for you to think it through, I should say congratulations.
Thank you very much, sir.
So I'll just want you to briefly describe the technology behind your product, in the sense that it's like, I would say, the way you describe it is as though it's an artificial intelligence node. So it can smell and detect the quality of the air. So if you could just describe how your box can do that. Thank you.
That is a very brilliant question, sir. Our device, which is SenseBox, is designed using IoT-based technology, which is Internet of Things technology. This is the process of making things, little things like tables, chairs, by adding internet to them in order to make them have value. Our device is calibrated using the World Health Organization Air Quality Monitoring Index, which is from 0 ppm to 50 ppm, the air is good. From 51 ppm to 100 ppm, the air is moderate. And from 100 ppm and above, the air is bad and requires immediate attention. Our device is designed with various sensors and microprocessors, also an IoT platform. The sensors include the DHT, which is the temperature and humidity sensor, the MQ135, which is the air quality monitoring sensor, the LCD and LED lights. It measures NO2, CO2, PM2.5, temperature, humidity, the air quality, and various harmful particles and chemicals. When it measures these, it relays the information to the user via smartphones in a very easy format, using phone calls or text messages, to alert him that the air has gone bad beyond the average normal weight, so that the user can be able to take necessary actions to minimize or to stop the air pollution that's about to occur. It can also be connected to other smart devices to trigger their behavior, such as the generators, the air conditioners, the air purifiers. For instance, let us say that because generators emit a very harmful particle, which is CO, carbon monoxide, and this is a very poisonous gas, which when inhaled can lead to death in minutes. So when the generator emits this gas and it becomes too much, the air quality detects these particles and relays this information to your smartphones using the GSM module, which has a registered phone number to it. So it calls that number or sends text messages to that number to inform the number that the air quality has become too bad. So it triggers the behavior of the generator by turning it off. Like we rightly said, the Internet of Things technology, adding internet to little things to make them have value. So the generator comes on. This minimizes the rate of emissions from the generators.
Good job again, Maris. I was just discussing with my colleague here that Okay, just on a joking note now. You check the level of the air quality around where you stay, and it's high. What would you do? You pack out from there. Have you been into Lagos before? Anybody around here that lives in Lagos? You can find that Lagos is industrialized with a lot of industries and companies emitting different types of particles and whatever you have. I was thinking part of what this device should be looking at now is you've identified a problem. Yes, you have a device that can handle it. Now, if you take Lagos as a case study, of course, you can't compare it in terms of industry. Most of these pollutions or pollutants we're talking about are emitted by companies or industries. Safety, yes, is okay. I thought we were looking at how to partner with the government or other developed sort of industries or co-partners on how to reduce it, not just identifying it, because the example now is, okay, you are in Apapa in Lagos, which is more or less surrounded by industries, and the quality of air there is on the high side. Are you supposed to run away? Where do you go to in Nigeria? You've identified the problem, yes, good, but you should be thinking further. How can we manage it? It's our country. There's no other way to go to. And that's one. Secondly, please, I want to know the meaning of this PM2. I mean, what is this PM 2.5? I think that's part of my question. Speaker, thank you.
That's a good question, sir. Like we said, our sense box can be connected to smart devices to regulate their behaviors. Let's take this room becomes so stuffy and you're not here. Our sense box detects the humidity and temperature of this room and sends it instantly to your phone. You can always connect.
Thank you to the team from Yangoji. Your time is up. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I would love to recognize the presence of a very special guest who is the Vice President, Center for Policy and Foreign Engagement, a member of the Board of Trustees of the Olusegun Obasanjo Presidential Library Foundation, a 15 years old serving member of the Sage Nigeria Business Advisory Board. I'm talking about no other person but Dr. Abai Eke. You're very much welcome, sir. You're very much welcome, sir. Moving on to the next team to come on stage. We have Holy Ghost British. We have Holy Ghost British Academy. Okay, Divine Rays British Academy, Obosi, Anambra State. Your 5 minutes setup time starts now. Divine Rays British Academy, Obosi, Anambra State. Calm down. Divine Rays British Academy, you may now begin your presentation.
Hello.
Welcome to MedWebers.
Our business stands for
Innovation,
Creation,
and
and
great
greatalization
to
to
society. I'm Sean Emmanuel, the Chief Executive Officer of the Sky High Establishment, and meet my team.
I'm Sora, the Chief Managing Officer of this great business.
I'm Priscilla, the Chief Communication Officer of this business.
And we work towards
Improving medical experience,
reducing risks,
and above all,
to save lives.
Research has shown that 30% of the world's population risk death due to emergencies. Here in Nigeria, well over half of our annual deaths can link with poor medical response. We are using Nigeria as a case study to reach out to other countries such as Zimbabwe, Sudan, and Tunisia. They too are underdeveloped and struggle against inadequate medical facilities. Criteria 1, creativity and innovation. An estimated 5 million people die every year as a result of the absence of medical personnel and equipment required to be effective in times of emergencies. Now we see that delayed emergencies. For instance, countless cases of cardiovascular disease result in death. Why? Because there's no medical personnel needed for the immediate resuscitation. Analysis shows that it's actually not the emergency or the sickness that kills, but it's actually the delayed medical response or the improper treatment. Look at the slide. An accident like this needs urgent attention, yet with no medical facilities, the patient dies. From the chart on the slide, a reasonable percentage die as a result of delayed medical response or late diagnosis. The road accidents, or in other words, the emergencies, die and record more annual deaths as a result of poor medical response. To tackle the ever-glaring poor medical response, we have designed an effective web app called
MedWebers.
MedWebers is a one-stop platform that gives medical response to health arising crises anywhere around the world. Typically, most health systems are not utilized to maximum access. Health clinics and posts are spread over large territories. Moreover, health education in some countries of today is completely outdated. But of most concern, it is the citizens in moments of emergencies not receiving proper care and attention.
Criteria 2, social impact. Our app, our business, tend to benefit everyone, especially the stakeholders. Who are the stakeholders? These stakeholders are patients, medical practitioners. Now, what do these patients stand to gain? These patients stand to gain health insurance. Whenever they register under us, you're automatically insured. What do these medical practitioners stand to gain? These medical practitioners stand to gain value. The more impact they make in the society, the higher rating they get from the masses or from the individual. For example, if I, a sick person, go to a surgeon and I love the surgeon's service, I can rate the surgeon 1 to 5 star. This will help to rank the surgeon in any line of specialization he or she is in. Now, what do we stand to gain? We stand to gain profit through different means, through online merchant sale, such as sales of medical wares, such as blood, oxygen, etc.
Based on the SDGs, we've achieved about 6 of them. And the first is goal 1, which is no poverty. We've achieved no poverty due to the fact that we're partnered up with transport companies, and this implies that we have to employ them and pay them their income actually. So in this way, we're reducing the rate of unemployment and no poverty in our world today. The second SDG is goal 3, which is good health and well-being. When we advertise our app to the public, we're in a way educating them on the importance of good health. The third SDG is goal 4, which is quality education. When different medical practitioners tend to interact with each other, we tend to see that they tend to know what each other does in case of any emergency. For instance, a cardiologist tends to know what a neurosurgeon does in case of any emergency. The fourth SDG is goal 8, which is decent work and economic growth. In MedWebers, we are so organized and we have a work ranging from the CEO down to least person, each of us carrying our work effective. The fifth SDG is goal 9, which is industrial innovation infrastructure. With the use of our app, we'll be able to reach out to masses all around the world. The sixth SDG goal is goal 17, which is partnership for the goals. We have partnered up with different transport companies, like the insurance company.
transport company, security organizations, and so much more, all to make this business a great success.
Criteria 3, business operation. We have partnered up with emergency transport companies, which will provide us with transport means to deliver service to the location of a victim through helicopter, car, or boat. We have also made a web app or a page where we can sell medical words such as blood, oxygen, etc. For this app to work effectively, we have mobilized a special marketing team for advertising of our app. We have also partnered up with security agencies, which will ensure the security of both the medical practitioners and the patients, and ensure securing transport means in our society.
We have made provision for specialists and medical personnel to register with us through this app. Through this, we form a database ranging from neurosurgeon, down geologists, and other forms of specialization. This database is being given to caregivers and victims all around the world. This app has made it possible for interested persons to either register as transport company, insurance company, security organization, an individual, and so much more. This app has also made it possible for various medical personnel to interact with each other based on health-related issues and their solutions. Based on the organizational structure, in MedRebers, we have observed that organization is our top priority. This is due to the fact, and after deep analysis, we tend to see that the cause of death rate in the world today is due to lack of organization. So, we have a logical sequence hierarchy of our work, ranging from CEO down to least person, each of us carrying our work effective.
To ensure our business workability, we have actually designed our own financial statement. We get loans from various banks, but then we start spending on things such as insurance, transportation, communication, internet connection, and buying of medical wares. Yet we receive such mass income from sale of the medical wares, and in addition to that, stock. And we raise therefore a profit of 2.75 million, showing that our business will succeed in today's world.
Criteria 4, sustainability. Our team is highly proactive towards addressing medical emergency as we generate enough revenue for this social impact project by dividing our team into two groups, one for advertising and marketing, and the second for educating youth on our business strategy, so as to ensure that our business lasts even when we leave the company.
Now, to ensure our business workability and make sure we succeed, we have actually designed our own SWOT analysis. SWOT is an acronym that stands for strength,
weakness,
low cost of insurance, partnership with other agencies, and innovation, because we know our team, MedWebs, is a very unique business. Under weakness, we have insufficient labor force, yet it is easily tackled because as we employ more and more people and partner up with agencies, we therefore gain more workforce. Under opportunities, we have sponsorship from big companies. Therefore, when we're growing bigger, more companies would like to merge with us and get a better name. Yet, under threats, we have increase in the cost of medical wares. But we can adapt to that change because as the cost goes up, we increase our income and therefore adapt easily.
Now we have our vision,
our mission,
proper medical attention, and the reduce of health risks.
And our mission is to save life and make life a better place to live.
And our target is to ensure that every citizen of a state is enrolled into a health insurance or a life insurance because they need to know the importance of life. Now, from today's presentation, what our business showed you? It just shows that our business shouts,
wow,
wow, and a bigger wow. Follow us on various social media platforms and try and interact with us. So by doing this, what are we doing? We are saving lives and making the world a better place to live. Thank you.
Thank you to the team from Anambra. Judges, your questions. Seems like there's no question for the team.
Thank you very much. As I think you are a security outfit, according to the way you presented your project. So as a security outfit, can you please analyze to us the operation, how you operate, how your outfit operates. Can you please shed more light on how you operate, the operation of your outfit?
Please, can I have a rephrase of the question?
You are working on the medical uh, method to preserve life in Nigeria. Now, your team work in the area of security. Is that not? To secure, like when you have accident on the road, if I get you right, is that not what you meant? How to rescue people, the emergency, the medical emergency on the road, on lights, area your how to rescue the emergency on our road.
By that means when they're in an accident and the security and the transport comes on away, because we also partner up with transport, the security also assists them in case of any like conflict in the way. They can help in saving the civilian, saving the patient's life. And in addition to that, once they actually reach the hospital where they should be, security actually guides around it so that we can actually protect this patient's life.
Okay, yeah, thank you for your presentation. Can you just, in few sentences, tell us about the mode of operation of this web, this MedWebers? How does it really work? What do we do with it? Just the flow of that. Thank you.
Thank you for this wonderful question, judges. We have made provisions for various medical practitioners and personnel to register with us through this app. And by this means, you can either register as a transport company, individual, medical practitioner, and so much more.
I need you to talk to me as if you're talking to a 4-year-old. God forbid I had an accident. I'm registered with you. Your app is on my phone. What happens?
Thank you very much to the team from Anambra.
Please allow them. Please allow them to answer that. It's very key.
Thank you. Thank you for the wonderful question. When an accident happens, when you have your number with when you're with our number, Our number will be registered in your emergency list. Even though you have a password, someone can just open it. And when you call us, we'll call the transport company that will come and save you. And we'll have medical ways that help to protect your life, to avoid you from dying after the accident.
Thank you to the team from Anambra. You may now go back to your seat. Thank you. Before I welcome the last team to grace the stage today, I want to recognize the presence of the acting MD CEO of Abuja Enterprise Agency, Mr. Shehu Abdul Hadi. You're welcome, sir. And the last but not the least team to present today is the second team from Homat Group of Schools, Lagos. Homat Group of Schools, Lagos State, Nigeria. Your 5 minutes setup time starts now. Project MedSet from Homat Group of Schools, Lagos. You may now begin your presentation.
According to one of the Hippocratic oaths,
I solemnly pledge that I will do my best to serve humanity, care for the sick, promote good health, and alleviate pain and suffering.
An American philosopher, Ralph Waldo, he said, and I quote, "Health is wealth." End of quote. Bearing in mind that good health cannot be bought, and the maintenance of this good health should be the responsibility of everyone in the society. Permit me to introduce myself. My name is Obano Messi.
Jagade Precious. Majid Aminat.
And Ahemokai Andrew.
And our colleague on the slide is Ibrahim Oyosori. We had the Homat Sage team here to present our project called the MedSet. Self-medication. What is self-medication? Self-medication is the use of medicines by individuals to treat self-diagnosed or self-recognized conditions or symptoms. Self-medication is becoming an increasingly important component of healthcare in both developing and developed countries and has the potential to do good as well as cause harm. The prevalence of irresponsible self-medication is high all over the world. According to a recent study in Chennai, which is in India to be precise, 70% of people prefer taking self-medication in the States because they believe that self-medication is a less expensive and more convenient way of treating common illness without watching out for the future or other side effects. In India, the prevalence of self-medication in Punjab is 73%. There's also an high incidence of self-medication with OTC, over-the-counter prescription medicines, ranging from 15.0 to 81.5% of different localities in Nigeria. It is a serious problem in Nigeria, as many as 60 to 90% of the population practice or involve themselves in self-medication one way or the other.
Individuals who feel unwell commonly tend to treat themselves, probably due to the innate survival instinct in humans. Every day, all over the world, people act on their health without consulting qualified health personnel. They practice self-care, a lifelong habit and culture. Self-care is what people do to themselves to maintain and establish health, as well as prevent and deal with illnesses. Self-medication is a component of self-care, non-prescription medicines by individuals to treat self-recognized symptoms or conditions. Self-medication is OTC, over-the-counter medicine, is sometimes referred to as a responsible self-medication to distinguish this from the practice of purchasing and using prescription medicine without a doctor's prescription. This latter is irresponsible, inappropriate, and potentially dangerous self-prescription. WSMI, World Self-Medication Industry, in 1970, with an objective to stress for the worldwide regulatory classification of medicinal products into two, prescribed and non-prescribed products. They also, with the aid of WHO, World Health Organization, and FIP, International Pharmaceutical Federation, have spread awareness and held general assemblies to educate the people on the dangers of self-medication.
Now, let us talk about ways we can stop self-medication. There are so many ways that one can stop it, but the first step lies in your hands. You need to stop buying unprescribed medicine and create awareness about the cause. However, let's highlight some simple ways that we can stop self-medication. Obviously, we need to stop buying unprescribed medicine. Also, we need to create awareness about it on social media. We also need drug authorities to create rules so that people can buy medicine only on a prescription basis. And finally, pharmacists should be educated on the consequences of selling unprescribed medicine to consumers.
Criterion 1,
Creativity and innovation.
Playing our own part as the main drivers of change. As the popular saying goes, be the change you want to see. End of quote. With the prevalence of irresponsible self-medication becoming high all over the world, consumers try reaching for self-care products to help treat common health problems such as fever, body pains, diarrhea, vomiting, cough, indigestion, and other respiratory tract infection. Probably because they consider it easier, more cost-effective, time-saving, or the case may seem just too trivial to them to necessitate making an appointment with a medical practitioner. And in other cases, there may be few or no other option. We have made it a challenge to fix this self-medicating problem by introducing MedSet. You may be wondering what MedSet is all about. Well, MedSet was coined out of two strong words, medicine and mindset. We stand for the change we aim at achieving, changing the mindset of Nigerians towards self-medication with a simple application that grants direct access to medical practitioners. Our project will be working hand in hand with on-call doctors who will be attending to outpatient requests and inquiries at any point in time. MedSet will have representation in various fields of medicine that is currently suffering from abuse with respect to drug usage and application. That is, there will be on-call doctors of various aspects of medicine, from general medicine, cardiology, gynecology, and even pediatrics. With a simple short USSD code, you can get registered. You can get access to qualified doctors who as low as 15 naira to 100 naira per spill down. Isn't this fascinating? Immediately after this, you will get a link to a WhatsApp group of doctors who will attend to any problem a patient tables out. What this will help to achieve is to create an eradication for the assumption that you know what the problem is, probably due to similar symptoms from a previous problem. However, there will be a prescribed medication and a follow-up process to check progress and give advice for cases requiring both physical and medical attention.
Criterion 2.
Social impact.
The adverse consequence of self-medication should be emphasized to the communities and steps to curb it. MedSet is said to actualize the aim of curbing the rise of self-medication in our communities and nation at large. With MedSet, using numerous campaign programs like visiting marketplaces, creating awareness on social media, and getting other medical stakeholders involved, will impact a large number of populace, both in the rural and urban areas of Nigeria. Improved knowledge and understanding about MedSet may result in rationalize and thus limit emerging microbial resistance issues. The introduction of MedSet, which aim is not just to bring light to the dangers of self-medication, but also provide solution by making it easy to reach medical practitioners who will readily respond to any medical complaint and prescribe the appropriate medication.
Potential benefits of our MedSet scheme. Firstly, on individual level. 1. An active role in his or her own health care. 2. They will be able to seek appropriate and correct medical diagnosis. 3. Convenience. That is, it doesn't matter where the patient is, he or she can reach the doctor via chat, and many more.
Also, at the community level, MedSet helps reduce pressure on medical services where they are insufficient. And also, the MedSet can help detect possible outbreaks of disease easily.
Working in line with United Nations 2030 goals, our business will meet the following sustainable development goals, which would be shown right on the screen.
Criterion 3, business operations. Our hierarchical mode of placement makes it easy for us to achieve our business aims and objectives. We have the lead position as the president, who is in a senior class, followed by the vice president, who is in the lower class. We also have positions like the treasurer, the assistant treasurer, the public relations officer, and the general secretary. Having a good organizational structure makes it easy for us to be able to achieve our long-term set goals. Now, while these roles that I've mentioned are specialized and distinct, our operations also include making sure that this specialization does not stop us from functioning as a unit. So we created a WhatsApp group to help us carry each other along while operating the business.
Social media platforms like Facebook and Instagram has been created to create more awareness of this scheme, as well as writing to NIMR, National Institute of Medical Research, and the Medical Association of Nigeria, all utilize both calling for partnership and promoting the importance of this scheme. Upholding key cultural values might be hard to track. Maintaining compliance with certain regulations can also be ethical due to youthful exuberance. Therefore, as SAGE coordinators, parents, and teachers serve as our business advisory board to guide us in our operation.
Criterion 4,
likelihood that the business will continue.
Our succession plan based on our organizational structure, which was carefully and intentionally placed according to hierarchy in class. With this, there is every likelihood of continuity. This is a fact. Do you want to know the reason? We have the highest and lowest positions, that is the lead and assistant positions, ranging across the 6 classes of the secondary school system. That is from the senior secondary class 3 to the junior secondary class 1. You may be wondering as to how these positions were picked. Of course, we follow the precedents set by our predecessors, who are now in the highest institutions. Elections are usually conducted before every state competitions, and offices assumed at the beginning of a new session. This was strategically designed not to disturb the senior students who will be writing their examinations after the stage competitions. It is the responsibility of every new office holders to campaign around the school, enlightening new and existing students about SAGE and its relevance to them. With this, new sign-ups are welcomed and celebrated into the club.
Now, judges, I urge all of you to pick up your phones and go to homatsageteam.com.ng. Check out the category Health. There, you can try out our MedSet plan. You can register. It will create a database for you, and it will link you to a qualified doctor where you can give your complaints and you'll be answered. And remember, it is confidential, so no other person can see your problems, just you and the doctor. Today, we urge you to take charge of your life. Be more responsible. Say no to drug abuse. Say no to self-medication. Thank you.
Thank you very much, the team from Home College, Lagos. Judges, your questions.
Very nice presentation. I just have a very little question. I hope, if not all of you, some of you are considering a career in medicine.
Yes, sir, I'm considering.
Yes, sir, I'm also considering.
Yes, sir, I'm considering studying medicine because Sage has really helped me with my entrepreneurship skills and it has taught me, especially this project, MedSet, it has taught me how to use entrepreneurship skills in case of medicine, which I'm studying in the university.
Any more questions from the judges? Thank you, the team from Home College, Lagos. Let's appreciate the team as they walk on the stage. Gradually, we are getting to the end of the preliminary competitions. And I would want everybody in the house to appreciate our judges because they've been doing a very good job so far. The teams, the teachers, the students, you all have done great in your various enterprises. And we are proud of what you've achieved over the past 1 year. Moving on, this is the end of the preliminary competitions. The students can now go back to the resort. Your meals will be served there, and you have the hours of 1 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. free. You can explore the resort. There are a lot of beautiful places to go see around, walk around, explore the beauty of this wonderful place. Then the judges will be moving on to collect the results and will be providing you with some other documents to aid you do that. In the judges pack, you will see a collation sheet that you're supposed to use for the last set of assessments. Afterwards, the judges will be served at the resort also, but the students can now leave the auditorium. Quietly, quietly. You don't need to make noise about it. Quietly. Roll after roll. Hold on. Just a minute.
Please, can I have the audience? Briefly, I'm going to be brief about this. I know we want to go have our lunch and it's been a very exciting moment, but we would like to recognize the presence of two dignitaries in our midst. They've been so helpful and supportive to the SAGE mission and vision. We would like to recognize the presence of Dr. Mrs. Folashade Arike Ayaude. She's the SSG to the Kogi State government. Please let's appreciate her. Thank you, ma, for coming. We appreciate you, ma. And also like to recognize the presence of Hajia Rekia Sani. She's the MD and CEO Kogi Enterprise Development Agency. Let's appreciate her presence. Welcome, ma. Thank you very much. So we can go out and enjoy the sightseeing around OPL.
To the students, aside the competitions, it is very important that you network. Try make new friends, talk to people from any other school other than your school. Connect with people. It is also part of the essence of this program. They are already, maybe tomorrow. Okay, we are continuing tomorrow. Yes, no, that's all schools should be duly informed that the cultural night will kick off by 5:30 p.m. and every team is expected to be dressed up in their cultural outfits and ready to bless us with a wonderful cultural presentation.